With our current understanding of programming, if we want our program to accomplish a certain task, we need to click start over and over and over again every time we want the task to be done. But there's a way to set up our program so that it does this automatically, using loops. There are commands in Robot C that we can use to respond to certain conditions, called conditional statements. In Robot C, we use three types of conditional statements: if, else, and while. An if statement completes a command or series of commands based on a condition that is met. For instance, let's say that I have a bump switch. I can set up a command so that if the bump switch is held down, or if the bump switch sensor value is 1, that a series of commands are run. For instance, a motor starting. So I want a program that runs a motor for 2 seconds at a speed of 50 if I hit the button. So my conditional statement would be, if the sensor value of the bump is double equal to 1, notice the double equals in the location of the parentheses. The double equals is needed so that we can use does not equal greater than or less than or equal to. In the code, this is how it would look. If we wanted it to start the motor when the button was pushed, but in any other case accomplish another task, then we would use an else command. It will do that set of commands until the if statement is satisfied. So if I run my if statement as you saw before, the motor will run and then stop, and then my program won't continue. I can hit the button again, but nothing will happen. The program has reached the final line of code. If we want our program to repeat, then we need a more robust command. This is called a while loop. A while loop completes a series of commands while a certain condition is still met. So if I'm holding down my bump switch and the sensor value of the bump is 1, that task will be completed as long as I'm holding that button down. If I release the button, the task will stop and the program code will end. So if I were to apply that to my previous code, I could replace the if statement with a while statement and just hold down the button as long as I want that task to be done. But let's talk even crazier. Let's say I want something that always happens without me having to push a button. I can use a while statement for something that is always true. For instance, while 1 equals 1. 1 is always equal to 1, so this task will infinitely loop forever, or until we hit the stop button on our cortex. Using a combination of these conditional statements and the commands that we've used before, we can make a program code that is much more usable or is capable of doing more complex tasks.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video with us. We hope you learned something. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. For more awesome engineering videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time.